Every Monday, baby, it's the ride along. See the Carolina Panthers right there? Hey, man, we got the dub. We 1-0. We just had to find a way to get a win. Woo. Let me turn this down, y'all. Let me turn this down. Oh, man. This your boy, Mike Ricks, a.k.a. Panther Mike 07, part of the NFC South versus the NFL show. And you see it, baby. We found a way to be 1-0 by the end of this week. Oh, man. So geeked up. I'm so geeked up, man. I'm not going to be... No, I'm not going to pump my brakes. Because in this football NFL league, when you can find ways to win a game and whenever you get a dub, you better be happy you get this dub. We just went 0-2 to start the season. We lost, 7 out of 8 last season? Last 7 out of 8. Hey, man, we got to take this in. I ain't going to be here long. I kind of don't have much to talk about. I just wanted to soak in this dub for a little minute. Now, I told y'all before on the last video like we did with the NFC South preview that I felt like Kyle Allen was going to have a pretty good game. And Panther Nation, I told y'all once this did happen, to slow your roll on all the Cam Newton bashing and let's get rid of Cam and all of that type of stuff, right? So, I'm hearing it already. Oh, my gosh. We found our quarterback. This is our quarterback of the future. Kyle Allen, this and that. He's now. But Cam, we can pack him up. Let's trade Cam. Let's get him while he's hot. I'm like, yo, dog, chill. Don't get me wrong. Kyle Allen is a very, 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 very young prospect that could turn out to be very, how can I put this? Big for us. Could be a huge addition for us. He's only 23 years old. We can still groom him for the next couple years or so with Cam being on the roster. And if we want to decide, hey, we want to go ahead and release it to him, we can release it to him. Like I say, I'm a Carolina Panther fan. I'm not just a one-person fan. I'm a Carolina Panther fan. I am a big Cam Newton fan, though. I will say that. A lot of people are like, y'all should have been got rid of Cam. No, I don't think we should have, man. This guy, for what he's done for our team, I think we owe that to him. With that being said, I will say this. I think the Carolina Panthers are doing something extremely smart right now, and they went on ahead and said that Cam Newton is going to be out for the game against Houston. I think that is extremely smart. Let Cam rest. Cam hasn't had the opportunity his entire career out of 9 seasons, this being his 9th season, to really be able to just sit back, heal, and get 100%, because we've never had anybody that we truly trusted, even though Derek Anderson was a really good backup, but we could truly trust to go out there and hold it down long enough for us and win those big games. It looks like we might have one now. Kyle Allen right now is 2-0 in his first 2 starts. 6 touchdowns, 0 interceptions. Oh, man. I mean, he's throwing like 60-something, close to 70%. Really, really, really good ball. I do want to throw this out there for all the Panther Nation that say, hey, let's get rid of Cam. There was a time that the St. Louis Rams had a quarterback by the name of Kurt Warner that won a Super Bowl, took him Super Bowl, things like that. The greatest show on turf, balling. Think you believe he was injured for a little while, and they started a guy by the name of Mark Bolger or something like that. He went 8-0. They felt like they had the next big thing, so they got rid of Kurt Warner. Franchise went from here to just like that. Kurt Warner moves on. He goes to Arizona, and guess what he does? Still balls out. Goes and takes them to a Super Bowl. Arizona Cardinals ain't going to no Super Bowl. What? Arizona Cardinals? Yes, Kurt Warner took them to a Super Bowl. And with that being said, y'all, I would hate for us to make a dumb move like that. Let Cam go. He goes to a contender or a team that's pretty decent. They use his skill set. He's 100%. And he goes out there and balls out and takes another team to a Super Bowl and mess around and wins it. I will be sick to my stomach as a Carolina Panther fan if that happened. So let's be smart about this. What this lets us know is that we do have a really, really, really good team. And we also have a really good coaching staff in front office because they believed in Kyle Allen when a lot of us didn't. They were like, oh, gosh, we should go out here and get Cal. We should go get this and that. We should go get blah, blah, blah. Well, they said the answer was on the roster, and it seems like the answer was on the roster. I was a Kyle Allen guy over Taylor Heineke anyway. A lot of y'all, we need T. Henny. We need T. Henny. We need Mr. Glass. We need Mr. Glass. No. T. Henny started one game and couldn't even finish that game last year for us. I didn't want him. Not saying that he doesn't have a skill set that's decent, but that's just not who I wanted, man. Kyle Allen proved and shown against a first-team defense last year. We brought it up that he could play ball. So, and he did that. I'm gonna quickly do it because we're gonna do a video tomorrow night. We'll probably get out to y'all Wednesday at the latest. A recap of what happened. But Kyle Allen was on fire from the beginning of the game to the end of the game. I know we had a lost fumble in the red zone. I'm not going to lie, tweeting like, oh gosh, 3 games straight we've had a turnover on our first drive, whether it was 2 fumbles or turnover on downs. We've had a turnover on our first 3 drives. And then what was the outcome of those first 3 games? Losses. So I'm like, oh gosh, I'm trying to be optimistic, right? Trying to be optimistic. So I'm sitting there watching, and then Kyler Murray drives down the daggone field and score on the initial drive. And I mean, he's looking like, I don't know, the next coming of big Cam Newton when he first started, flying around the field, throwing darts. Like, what in the world? What the world? But didn't lose faith because it was early in the game. Kyle Allen drives us down, and we get a touchdown. Bam, we back in this thing. And from there was all she wrote. I want to give props to quite a few people, and I'm going to end this video. I want to give props to Kyle Allen. Thank you for being as confident as you were and that you are. But I noticed that that's been you. You've been in the spotlight, top recruit guy for your entire life, and you believe that you are Peyton Manning, Tom Brady, Cam Newton, Aaron Rodgers. You believe that you're that good. I love that about you, man. C-Mac is arguably proven that he is the best back. If not the best, he is definitely a top 3 back in this league. He's doing it on the ground, within the tackles, and it's just balling, man. Oh, man. C-Mac special, y'all. Special. Then we got, everybody thought I was out Greg Olsen, who been balling out, especially the past 2 games. Balling. He said it. He said it to everybody trying to say, he watched it, he ain't play. Man, this is Greg Olsen. We got to understand that Greg Olsen is not just an elite football player. He has an elite mind of the game of football. When you come from the U, you are bred football. And we got a stud in Greg Olsen, man. And if he keeps this up, which I currently believe that he will, I think he's like 6th or 5th all-time receiving tight end, he's a future Hall of Famer. And I'm not saying first ballot. I don't care if it's 1st, 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 9th, but he's a future Hall of Famer, man. The Cat Pack, the rest of the Cat Pack, Curtis Samuel, DJ Moore. It was good to see them boys out there having fun and getting the opportunity to make plays, man. It's scary how many, and this is what we saw from the beginning, Panther Nation. We saw this from the beginning with the offense. We saw that we had Christian McCaffrey back there. We knew Greg Olsen was back and getting healthy, so we knew he had that threat. And then we had the threat of DJ Moore and Curtis Samuel. So we had that 4 of them back, the Cat Pack plus Greg. Oh, man, we knew we had it was going to be tough to stop us offensively. And we finally got a chance to display it. Not taking anything away from them, but it is the Arizona Cardinals who have been giving up a lot of yards and points and that. But, hey, they played a Ravens team that was red hot and competed with them. They tied a Detroit team, I believe, they should be undefeated, but they haven't gotten any losses. They just beat a Philadelphia Eagles team. So let's not sleep on this Arizona Cardinals team. Not at all. They're a high-powered offense. So we were able to move the ball and do what we wanted to do. But I want to give shots out to the defense because I'm rambling right now. I'm trying to get this done very quickly. I'm just so excited, y'all. Let's give a shout out to the front. Man, matter of fact, the entire defense, dog. Y'all have to understand that our secondary, right now, we are ranked 2nd in passing yards against. And we played the Rams, who like to air it out, and we played the Cardinals, who like to air it out. And we know Tampa was usually a team in the past that like to air it out. So we really played 3 teams that air the ball out, and we're second. Yo, that's something to be said about this defense, yo. Shout out to Bradbury, who is definitely an elite corner. He may not have the picks and the little flashes. Dante Jackson, we're going to get to him. But Bradbury has been locking up everybody. I think he had they had one catch on him yesterday. He had a pass breakup. He was, I don't know, maybe he gave up 6, 7, I can't remember. But he didn't give up much at all, man. He is locking these these receivers up. And I'm excited about what he's going to do. Dante Jackson, you got bit on the move to go drop the ball, man. I get it. You're a gambler. I love that about you. You're a dog. Sometimes you're still learning second year, but sometimes, man, you play out of your technique, man, and we got to do a little better job there. But you are a playmaker. You hear me? You are a playmaker. So with that being said, man, I love it. I love what you're doing. Keep it up. 2 picks. One was just super duper crazy. You got up like MJ on that one. You might have to get sponsored by Jumpman after that. That was crazy. I also want to talk about these safeties, dog. Eric Reed needs you to wrap up. But I ain't gonna say think. Eric Reed, y'all got to understand, man. This guy's brain, he is so intelligent that he's calling what we need. He is Luke Kuechly out there in the secondary, and that's a big reason why our secondary is playing as well as it's playing, man. Because him and Luke are on the same page, so he's calling out what we need to be called out, and they're playing some really, really good ball. Daggone it, Trey Boston. I don't want to go through everybody, man. But Trey Boston, I think, was probably the biggest signing the Carolina Panthers had this offseason. I know a lot of people were looking at Gerald McCoy, and everybody was looking at Matt Paradis. Yeah, we needed that, so that was big. But this Trey Boston is what solidified this secondary. He brought the swag. Even though Dante Jackson had the swag, Trey Boston brought that Thieves Avenue swag back to the team. He brought that, and you can tell he's a leader out there, and they love playing with him, man. And I love them, man. Y'all know me, man. I've been big on Trey Boston for a while, man. I've been wanting him to come back. I didn't want him to leave. I thought we had something special in him, but maybe sometimes you got to go learn and then come back, and I'm glad that's what happened, man, because man, Trey has solidified everything we needed in this secondary. Luke Kuechly, Shaq, what can I say? Luke Kuechly is leaving the league in the NFL in tackles. He's still doing it up, man. One of the best to ever do it. First ballot Hall of Famer, Shaq Thompson doing this thing, covering, tackling, running sideline to sideline. Let's talk about this front seven, dog. Let's talk about these young guns out there. Let's talk about these Brian Burns that was chasing Kyler Murray all over the field, got him another sack. That kid is phenomenal. Christian Miller, stepped up, got his moments, balled out. When got him 2 sacks, and we had the vet out there and Mario Addison. I think Mario got 3 of them Jones. 3 up, man. Look, I'm so excited. I haven't even watched this game yet. And y'all know me, man. I watch a lot of films. I haven't even watched this game yet because I just been kind of living in the moment and enjoying this win. But they balled out, man. Defensively, offensively, special teams. Let's give a shout out to Slay, who was 100% yesterday. He just kicking everything. I think he missed 1 field goal so far this season. I could be wrong. I think it might have been the Rams. It was his first field goal against the Rams. And that was it. He's been 100%, man. So I'm excited about the future. I think we got a great opportunity to do what I said we were going to do. A lot of us be able to finish 5-3 or 6-2 within the first half of the season, and somehow finish 5-3 the second half of the season, get a 10-6 season, and 10-6 could win this division. But who knows, man? It's a lot. Let's just try to worry about being 1-0 at the end of next week. But ultimately, man, let's give a shout out to this coaching staff for making the adjustments they needed to make in halftime, offensively and defensively. If you look at the second half, we controlled it on offense and we controlled it on defense. That is great kudos and great props to that coaching staff, man. It gets beat up a lot, and we have been tearing y'all down. So when it's due, you do a good job, we got to applaud y'all. So great job, Ron and Norv and Washington and whoever else is over there. But great job with your adjustments. Now let's try to stay healthy. Bruce Irvin hasn't even played. KK didn't even play, so we can get these guys back for next week because this offensive line is trash. And if we can get off and tee off on Watson, it's going to be another opportunity to get a dub. So I'm liking these next 2 games. When I talked about it before, we had 3 games that we can play. This one, the Houston game, and the Jacksonville Jaguars game. We can somehow come out 3-0 in those games and be 3-2, and then Cam can come back and we can play those Buccaneers who choked yesterday. We're gonna talk about that on the podcast. So I'm looking forward to that. TJ, you were right. DJ, I know you're sick, dog. I'm praying for you. But we can somehow get this. We back in the thing, baby. We 4-2. And right where we needed to be. But anyway, man, don't give up on us. Keep pounding. Keep riding this thing out, man. It's the ride along. I went longer than expected. I was trying to do 10 minutes. I tried to get everything I could possibly get in. Be on the lookout for our video. We are going to have a special guest on there. So more than likely. And it's going to be very entertaining. So we'll probably have that video out to y'all by Thursday at the latest, but we're going to shoot for Wednesday. But anyway, this your boy Mike Ricks, a.k.a. Panther Mike 07. You can follow me on Twitter at Mike Ricks 07. Check your boy out, man. We doing big things. The NFC South versus the NFL. And we out. Well, I'm out.